Good morning, everyone. My name is Michelle Bobadilla, and I'm Senior Associate Vice President for Outreach Services and Community Engagement at the University of Texas at Arlington. On behalf of our leadership, our faculty, and our staff, let me be one of the first to welcome you home. Welcome to Maverick Country and to your Maverick family. We are thrilled to have you as part of our inaugural T3 Scholars admitted to the university for the fall semester. Each of you is about to embark on an incredible journey of a lifetime. We want you to know that we're here every step of the way. We want you to enjoy every part of this journey. Dream big, expect great things, and know that your futures are very bright. Welcome to Maverick Country, and we hope to see each and every one of you on campus. Take care.
Thank you so much, Michelle, and welcome everyone. We are here for you. Welcome to the UTA session for T3 Scholars. Let me first start by introducing myself. Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda Nickerson. I'm Executive Director for Enrollment Management here at UTA, and I'm also a UTA alumna, a first-generation student. And so I want to tell you first off, I'm really proud of you. Thank you for being here, and I'm available if you would like to connect with me, maybe as a mentor. I will put my email address for you in the chat. Mentors are people that help you along the way. I know I had a few of them in my journey. If you have a big decision to make, such as changing your major, help with getting internships, help with changing directions, maybe you hit a bump in your road in your journey, and your mentor is there to help. So I'm going to put my email in the chat later, and remember me, I'm going to be at UTA in the administration building once we commence and we all get back on campus this fall. We are so excited to meet you in person. But today, let me talk to you about our virtual panel. So we are here for your support. First and foremost, you got to meet Dr. Rachel Capua, Dr. Cap from T3. She is the Director of College and Career Success. She's going to be joining us today in the UTA session. Next, we have Yvonne Campbell. Yvonne Campbell is our Associate Director for Financial Aid, and she is over the UTA Educational Partnerships. Next, we have with us today Dr. Oliver Patterson. He is our Assistant Director of the Idea Center. He's also a proud UTA alum. Next, we have Carla Hernandez. She is a Fort Worth ISD admission counselor, so some of you may already know Carla. She is also a UTA alum and a Fort Worth ISD alumna, Trimble Tech Bulldog. Right. Next, we have John Rodriguez. He is our Associate Director for Financial Aid over Customer Service and Outreach, and he's also a proud UTA alum. And we have our student panel here with us today. We have Raisbeth Gantier. She is a UTA student, a Fort Worth ISD alumna, South Hills, and she is currently serving as a Go Center mentor. Next in the list, we have Avery Deering Frank. So Avery's already graduated from UTA, and she's also going for her graduate degree. She's a MAV Elite Tour Guide and also a Fort Worth ISD alumna. And we're going to hear from our speakers today, and we're going to be able to take your questions in the chat. So Carla Hernandez and our student panel has offered to monitor the chat and are happy to take your questions during the chat. At the end, we are also going to have a session just for you to be able to ask your questions out loud. Next, last but not least, let me introduce you our special guest speaker for today, and he is Mr. Michael Klink. Michael Klink is our Assistant Director for Educational Partners. So one of his main roles here at UTA is to support the T3 students. So without any further ado, let's turn it over to Michael.
Thank you so much, Amanda. I'm really happy to be here today and speaking with you all as a representative from UTA, but also one of your greatest supporters as T3 Scholars. Some of you may have already interacted with me through email or a phone call, and so I'm happy to continue to support you along the way. You can find my contact information on the left-hand side. Feel free to reach out to me at any time. I'm also available for student appointments, whether that be virtually or in person. I am currently housed in the UTA Fort Worth location, and so I wanted to be housed out of there to be closer to you so that it would be easier for you to connect with me. So right now I am there Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 6. And we also have our awesome UTA Fort Worth Go Center located in at the UTA Fort Worth location. They are also there Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 6. So if you ever need any assistance, please come and see us. I do want to give you a quick demonstration. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see that QR code. You can scan that with your phone, and that will take you to my personal contact card. And let me just show you what that looks like. Well, I hope it's showing. It's looking a little weird on my side. There it is. Awesome. So when you pull it up, this is my virtual contact card. If you want to set up an appointment, you can do so by clicking this little link. Want to set an appointment up with me? Great. You just click on that and it will take you to my appointment with my available time. So again, I am here to support you. So if you ever need to set up an appointment with me, that is the best way to do it. So let's go back to the PowerPoint here. And so for the first part of our presentation, we have two fantastic students, UTA students. The first one is Raisbet, and I'm going to let her take it away and talk with y'all about her journey from Fort Worth ISD to UTA.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for that. And hi, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. And thank you for coming to the presentation. My name is Raisbet Gantier, and I was born in the U.S. Virgin Islands. I moved to Fort Worth, Texas, my junior year of high school. I graduated from South Hills High School in 2016. At South Hills, I was a part of the Go Center program as a student. So being that I had the experience to walk through the program as a student, I decided to become a student mentor and employee of the Go Center program at UTA. I became the first in my family to acquire a high school diploma and attend college. I then moved to Indiana, where I received my associate's degree from Ivy Tech Community College, and I am currently a junior now at the University of Texas at Arlington, pursuing a major in finance and a minor in economics. At UTA, I participated in the Professional Leadership Academy and the UTA Leadership Institute. My favorite thing about UTA is the diversity. There is something for everyone that attends UTA. Students come from many different parts and paths in the world. My advice is to set goals for yourself early on and go out and make it happen. Step out of your comfort zone. You'll definitely be amazed by how many new things you might like and the different people you will meet. Enjoy the journey and make your experiences count and utilize all that UTA has to offer you guys. Thank you, and back to Michael.
Thank you, Raisbet. That was some great, glad to hear about your journey and some great advice to our future students. And next we have Avery Deering Frank. She is a current MAB Elite and graduate student here at UTA. So I'll let her take it away.
All right. Good morning, everybody. So I also went to Fort Worth ISD school. I went to Pascal. I was considering a lot of different schools. I didn't quite know what I wanted to major in when I was in high school. I knew that I wanted to kind of have that independence and that experience of living on campus. But I also had to consider the practicality of the cost of going to college with, what experience I was going to be getting when I got to college. And even though I was in Fort Worth, I had never visited UTA before. I went to Pascal, it was right by TCU. That was like the only university that I knew of. And so whenever I started going on tours of schools, I was really, really surprised whenever I toured UTA. It was nothing like I thought it was. It was so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. They had so many programs that I was interested in. Because again, I was between a lot of different things. I thought maybe I wanted to major in some like biology, and whenever I did get to UTA, I started with nursing and then I changed to biology, and I ended up getting my undergrad in art. So I was kind of all over the place, but I was thankful that UTA had so many programs that fit my interests. And Also, another thing that was great about UTA was they offered me a fantastic scholarship. I highly recommend to you guys while you're in high school, take the SAT and the ACT more than once. I took it my junior year and I did pretty well. But when I took it again my senior year, the scholarships that I was eligible for were way better. So I know it's a hassle, but that is my best piece of advice when you're in high school is just go ahead and take it again. And I had a great experience at UTA because I got a great scholarship. I was able to live on campus all 4 years. And so it was great having that balance between being close to home, but also kind of having my experience at school. And I loved it so much. I graduated with my bachelor's in art in last May 2020. And I just finished my first year of graduate school in the landscape architecture program. So I've been here for a long time, been a tour guide. I was involved in a sorority. I'm a treasurer in our landscape architecture organization now. So it's been great being involved and I've had a great experience at UTA.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Avery. Thank you both of you for joining us and providing a great student perspective, to coming to UTA. So these next couple sections were covered in the previous presentation, but we do kind of want to just go over them quickly. As a student who completed the T3 Partnership Pledge, these are the things that you committed to, right? Making sure that you graduate high school, completing your FAFSA, TSI, all of those things. And so we'll just kind of go through this section real quick, and what we want to say, as UTA representatives is that we are here to support you along the way, whether that's transfer support, mentorship, the summer bridge programming, persistence coaching. We want to make sure that we are here for you, and that's what we want you to take away. So just going through some deadlines and checklists, we do have a video for you as admitted students to UTA. What are your next steps to getting registered for orientation?
Hey Mavericks, congratulations on being admitted into the University of Texas at Arlington. Go Mavs! I'm Justin and I'm going to share with you 3 things you need to do before starting your classes. Step 1, complete your pre-orientation modules. Log in to your orientation portal with your NetID and password. Confirm your information and complete your profile. Next, pick your orientation date. Now you can complete the pre-orientation modules. These modules cover many of the services offered by UTA as well as some information about your area of study. Once you've completed the pre-orientation modules, you can move on to step 2. Step 2, meet with your academic advisor and clear other registration holds. Next, you will meet with an academic advisor to decide which classes to enroll in for your first semester. Academic advising is done in a variety of ways: phone calls, videos chat, or other emails. It all depends on your advisor. Review the academic advising section of this page to learn how your advising appointment will be made. After meeting with an advisor, it is time to enroll in classes. Log into your MyMav account to check on any holds you may have. Some holds may have an impact on your ability to enroll in classes, so get those resolved quickly. If you need help with a hold, contact your advisor or orientation staff. Step 3, enroll in classes. Once those holds are all clear, it's time to enroll in your first semester of classes at UTA. Follow the link to your registration tutorial video below for step-by-step instructions. Get enrolled as early as possible to get the best choices for your classes. Once you get enrolled in classes, be sure to attend your virtual orientation session. We can't wait to see you. Welcome to Maverick Country.
All right, so that was just a great little video kind of showing you your next steps, and we'll go through that a little bit more in detail right now. So first things first, if you haven't done so already, make sure to register for orientation. If you need a fee deferral, because there is an orientation fee, if you qualify based on your EFC, make sure to fill out that fee deferral form. If you need help finding that, shoot us an email and we'd be happy to help you out with that. If you haven't already, complete your financial aid. We'll go over that a little bit later in the session. TSI, check that orientation hold as it said in the video. check those holds on the right-hand side of your MyMap. If you see TSI, if you're TSI liable, if you see that in the holds, make sure you take that TSI, guys. If you are Texas College Bridge, if you went through that program, that we are a partner with Texas College Bridge. So send us that certificate so we can get that hold removed for you. After that, after you've done those things, make sure to complete those pre-orientation modules like it said in the video. And once you've registered, you've done your TSI complete, and you have done those pre-orientation modules, what will happen is your academic advisor will reach out to you via email to your MyMap email. So make sure you've set that email address up, and they will schedule an appointment with you. It'll be virtual, so either a phone call or via Microsoft Teams. And then you'll also want to make sure, I know some of us are kind of in the middle of graduation. Once you've graduated, then reach out to your counselor, so have them send over a final high school transcript with that graduation date on it. We will want that, as well as any AP, IB scores, dual credit, that kind of thing, so that your advisor can best advise you on what classes to take. Then you'll attend your advising appointment through Teams or phone call. If you're a science or an engineering major, you will need to take the ALEX. That's a math placement exam, so be on the lookout for that. And then you will after that, you can attend orientation. We do have virtual sessions and in-person sessions, and we do also have a Spanish session for orientation. So if you're needing that, make sure to sign up for that session. Last but not least, you'll need to submit your meningitis records, and then you can start enrolling in classes. So those are your next steps to getting enrolled in classes and being a Maverick in the fall. On to financial aid. What we're going to do is we're going to do a quick little financial aid demonstration. So I'm going to click on this link right here, take a picture of it, whatever you need to do to get to this website. And this website's going to take you to this screenshot right here. And then there's a great guide that I'm going to go through on how to accept your financial aid offer. Okay, so once you click on that link, it's going to take you. Sorry guys, it's popping up for me. My internet's being a little bit slow today. There it goes. So we're just going to take you to this page right here. Like I said, you just click on this link, this little picture right here, and this will give you a great step-by-step guide on how to accept your financial aid package. So first thing you're going to do is log into your MyMap. Then you're going to click on this financial aid tab right here, this financial aid tile. It's going to take you to this screen. You'll see your financial aid package right here. And then what you're going to want to do is click on this little pin. It's the edit button, and that will allow you to choose the drop-down menu for your financial aid awards. Okay, so obviously if you see a grant in there, federal Pell Grant, Texas grant, MAV grant, you're going to want to accept that, right? That's free money. So don't pass that up. So once you click accept, you'll see over here on the right-hand side that the accepted will go from 0 to the amount that you accepted. If you hit decline, it's going to change this offer to 0. Now, like I said, if you have a grant, you definitely don't want to decline that. If you need to reset it, there is a reset button that will reset it all the way. And then once you've accepted the financial aid that you want, then you hit the submit button, and it will take you through a couple steps, kind of a confirmation. Yes, I want to accept my awards. There's a disbursement page right here. Make sure to read that. You want to make sure that you understand how the disbursement works. You'll check these little boxes right here, and then you'll hit submit. So do you want to submit this decision? Once you've submitted it, boom, you're good to go. You've accepted your financial aid. All right, so back to it here. For those of you who were T3 Last Dollar Award recipients, you should have already received an email to your MyMap email account. So check that if you haven't heard anything back. If you have any questions, of course, reach out to us, utat3@uta.edu. We would be happy to confirm with you about that. But if you did receive that T3 Last Dollar Award, you're not going to see T3 Scholar Award in your award package, okay? That T3 award is made up of different grants and scholarships to reach that tuition amount. So, and you do have to accept it. Like I just showed you in that demonstration, make sure to accept those awards. You don't want, you don't want to miss out on them coming to UTA. Now, if you have not already received a financial aid package, guys, it's not too late, but you want to check on a couple things. The first thing I would recommend to do is go into your MyMav and check your checklist. On that checklist, you may see some items that are financial aid related. Maybe it's verification, maybe it's something else. You want to make sure that you take care of those things. The next thing I would do if you have not received an award notification from UTA is go back to your FAFSA, make sure that you included UTA school code on there. So this right here, because if that wasn't on there, then unfortunately we haven't gotten it yet. So definitely, it's not, like I said, it's not too late to receive a financial aid notification, but the sooner we get that done, the better. We want to make sure, again, that you have your financial aid ready to go before you start attending UTA in the fall. If you have any questions about that, make sure to reach out to our financial aid office, FAO@uta.edu, or give them a call at the number listed below. They'd be happy to help you check on your status, see what's going on. If you just want to confirm that I'm good to go, they'd be happy to do that too. And if you're looking for additional scholarships, we do have what's called the MAV Scholar Shop. And the MAV Scholar Shop has additional scholarship opportunities listed in it throughout the year. So make sure to check on it regularly. You can go in there, you sign in with your UTA login information, answer a couple questions, and then you can look through what scholarships are available in the Scholar Shop. So now we're going to talk about our summer transition program called Success U. And to do that, I'm going to pass it over to Dr. Oliver Patterson. He is the Assistant Director at the UTA Ideas Center and heavily involved in the Success U program. And so without further ado, Dr. Patterson, take it away.
Hey, good morning, New Mavericks. I am so excited to have this opportunity to share with you for a few moments. I am a super excited person about UTA because I just finished my doctorate just about a month ago. So I was just in the fire like you guys are about to be in, but it is an exciting time where you're about to be a part of something and a part of a family that is great. The majority of my responsibility is to work with students like yourself who actually tutor other students. And so I have an opportunity to work in kind of an interesting hybrid type of position. So I don't actually tutor students, I manage students who tutor other students. And so the Success U program and the Ideas Center are that group of people who make sure that students have everything that they need from a tutoring standpoint to get where they need. And then Success U this summer is an opportunity to prepare students like yourselves for entrance into college. Okay, next slide here. One of my team recorded a video, and so we're going to let Dylan share a few moments with you. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Dylan Torres. I'm a sophomore from Austin, Texas. I'm majoring in political science and I have aspirations of becoming a civil rights attorney. I wear a few different hats around campus. I'm a service director for UTA Volunteers. I'm also the Live On peer academic leader for the UTA Men of Distinction. And currently I have the great honor and privilege of serving as a peer mentor for Success U. As peer mentor for Success U, I do a few different things. First, I host 2-hour online weekly virtual sessions, small group sessions, where I cover information that is vital for incoming freshmen, such as how to email professors, how to study effectively, how to take good notes, how to navigate campus resources, how to use online resources. Really, I teach the lessons that I learned from my freshman year of college and lessons that I wish someone would have taught me heading into my freshman year of college. I also host one-on-one virtual sessions. These are 30-minute sessions where I connect with students from those group sessions individually over the phone, over the virtual camera, and I can build that connection and answer questions that they may be afraid to ask in the group setting, questions that they may have unrelated to what we're talking about in the lecture. Overall, I'm here to be a mentor and a resource for students. That way, when they get to campus, they know that they have at least one person that they can reach out to and connect with if they have questions regarding campus life and regarding school. Overall, Success U is an incredible program that provides freshmen the opportunity to meet new people and make some friends. Although it is virtual, everyone's going to be on campus this fall. So those virtual connections hopefully can flower and blossom into real friendships, in-person connections, and people can go in with at least a few people that they know and someone that they can look up to and someone that they can ask questions to. So I look forward to working as a peer mentor for Success U. I look forward to meeting some of you all on campus this fall. Welcome to UTA. Mab up. Hello.
All right. Success U is a wonderful program that we began this year. There are 2 sessions. Summer A has already begun, but Summer B will be kicking in right around July 12th. And so you will, if you're not part of Summer A, you'll be getting emails to invite you in for Summer B. We would love for you to be there. What we do is we have our students like Dylan, who hosts 2-hour sessions once a week, and they take you through 5 weeks worth of lessons. So 2 hours one week where they do 2 lessons, and then each subsequent week they do 2 hours. In addition to that, they host what we call one-on-one sessions where you spend about 30 minutes with them going over the information from the 2-hour session. And that way you get to ask questions, you get to meet an on-campus buddy, and just really get an opportunity to understand how to become a great student here at UT. One of the great benefits of it is that it allows you to learn before you get here the things that you need to know. So you're not walking around wondering, okay, how do I connect with that teacher? Oh my gosh, where do I need to go for this resource or that resource? So it's just a great opportunity. Okay, next slide. So there's about 4 steps to the entire process. One, we need everyone to attend 4 out of the 5 workshops. So again, there are 10 hours worth of sessions. We need everyone to participate in at least 8 hours, which is 4 sessions. We need and would love for everyone to participate in the one-on-one sessions that happen each week, and then 1 academic coaching session. And so that gives you the great benefit down at the end, since we were talking earlier about financial aid, it gives you a $350 Provost Award, which goes directly to your tuition. All right, a couple of other pieces of information about persistence coaching and resources. So Success U is not the only resource on campus. There are a number of other resources to ensure that you graduate on time. And so we are big on that. So for instance, there's academic success coaching where students learn from academic coaches, and I work with those folk as well to ensure that all of the support that you need as a student within whatever degree that you decided to pursue, that you have that support. If you don't know how to make a study plan, that's great. Coaches can help you. If you have no idea how to organize your time, that's perfectly fine. The coaches can help you. And so we are here to make sure that you have everything you need. Along the journey as a Maverick, there's also something that's coming called graduation. And after graduation, you probably want to have an idea of what do I need to do? How do I need to approach my career? And so the Maverick Advantage is a great group of folk who will help you with career development, community engagement, global engagement, leadership development. And for those of you like me who love research, there are also opportunities for undergraduate research. But if you're struggling in courses, we don't want to leave you hanging. We have tutoring and supplemental instruction. I also have a partnership that I work with those leaders. And so I'm kind of in a bunch of different places working with student success. And those sessions are scheduled week-to-week sessions where you can say, I'm coming every single week to get help with fill in the blank. And those mentors and those tutors are excellent at what they do. And the great part about it is they are students who have already done that class and have already gotten an A or a B in those courses. So they know the inner workings of the classes that you may be struggling in. In addition to that, there are a number of other opportunities on campus. The Student Access Resource Center, for those of y'all who were in high school and you had some additional support, this center is amazing at making sure that you get that support. So for instance, if you're one of those folks like me who wears glasses and you're like, hey, professor, I need the words larger, you can access how to make that happen through our Student Access Resource Center. If you're one of those folks who may have some other disability or some other support that's needed, that center can absolutely give you the support that you need. They are great folks, and I've sent a number of students there. In addition to that, as I mentioned before, we are all doing this, hopefully because we are working towards some career. And so the Career Development Center are great about sending emails out to you, then also great about helping you to understand what is what opportunities are out there in terms of career. How do I think through where my career is going? And then I know all of you are sitting there saying, okay, great, that's all academic, but what about the other stuff that happens on campus? And student organizations, if I were to say, if I were to start listing the student organizations, I would run out of time here. There are so many great opportunities for you to participate in student organizations on campus, and I would suggest that you check them out. There is someone on campus who likes to do what you like to do, and there's an organization that they've already started that they're just waiting for you to join. And so I would suggest that you don't walk around campus by yourself. There are other people just like you who like to come together and hang out and do that thing that you like to do. So find a student organization that's just for you. I think you'll be really pleased with what UT Arlington has to offer. All right, I think I'm gonna hand it back off to Michael, but I dropped my contact information in the chat, oliver.patterson@uta.edu. If you need someone on campus just to chat with, hey, please reach out to me. I am happy to talk to you, and welcome to UT Arlington. Bye, guys.
Awesome, thank you so much, Dr. Patterson. We really appreciate you joining us today and talking about all of the resources that we have here on the UTA campus, as well as about the Success U program as T3 scholars. Just a reminder that you are expected to attend that as part of your summer transition programming. So get registered for that session B that is coming up here in July. You don't want to miss out on that $350 Provost Award. So as far as the remaining part of our presentation here, just some additional resources from the T3 Partnership. Make sure to check out their website there, t3partnership.org, of Life After High School, so that they can help support you along the way as well. But that kind of ends the presentation portion. We will now do a Q&A. It looks like we've got about 12 minutes left until the presentation is over, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So I'm going to turn it over to Amanda. She's going to help moderate the Q&A and pass it off to folks who can help out with that. So there's a couple of ways to get involved in that. You can either drop your question in the chat box, or if you want to unmute yourself, use that hand raise function, and then we'll see you and call on you to ask your question. So Amanda, you want to take it away from here?
Yes, thank you so much, Michael, and all of our speakers and students for being here today. I've been scrolling through the chat and looking at your questions as we go along. The first question I would like to address is, how do we turn in our TSI scores? Do we turn those in by email?
Yeah. Oh, Carly, you want to take it?
Oh yeah, I went ahead and put the link to submit your TSI scores. You have to submit a TSI release form, and the instructions are in the chat, but I will go ahead and copy and paste it again so that it pops up at the bottom of the chat. So you'll have to do that. And then if the TSI scores are accepted, let's say you did pass all 3 sections, which is the math, reading, and writing portion, that item will be removed from your account. If you, for whatever reason, didn't happen to pass one of those sections, that hold will continue to stay on your account, but you should be able to speak with an academic advisor by that point.
Thank you very much. And thanks for adding that link back to the bottom of the chat. Next question is from Justin. Is the transfer evaluation that I got in the email accurate? Question mark. I'll take that unless anyone else wants to. I will say, Justin, that depends if we have the most recent transcript received, if you took dual credit. So this goes for everybody who took any type of dual credit or other college coursework. We need an official transcript from your previous university, most likely Tarrant County College, sent to us. We will send you the transfer evaluation report, and it will be accurate as far as core, but it will not necessarily apply to your degree. So what you need to do is take that and talk to your academic advisor. You received instructions from Michael in the presentation about how you'll be advised this summer. Make sure you take your transfer evaluation report with you to your advisor, and they will tell you how those classes apply to your degree, whether it's major credit, minor credit, core, or elective credit. Next question from Elijah. We went to the college board and sent in their SAT scores. Shouldn't that make me exempt from the TSI? I've still been getting emails about it, so I'm not sure. Yes, will someone take that away? And please list out the SAT and ACT scores that make you exempt from the TSI.
So in the chat, I will place the TSI exempt scores that you need in order for you to be exempt. There is an SAT requirement and there is an ACT requirement. So depending on your scores, you may be exempt from one portion of the TSI or all of the TSI. So, well, I'll put that in the chat as soon as I can.
Great, thank you, Carla. Okay, everybody, we have a common error. Sometimes things are misread with the social security number. So this is a question from Penelope. My social security was misread twice. Is there an in-person option to update my social security number for my financial aid?
Yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead and take that one. So the way that we link students' FAFSA applications with their admissions profile here at UTA is through the social security number. So if your social security number is wrong on your admissions application or with the admissions office, I would definitely encourage you to reach out to them to update your social security number. I believe there's a link on the website that you can send in a copy of your social security card and they can go ahead and get that updated. Because if it doesn't match, we can't link your FAFSA with your admissions here at UTA and get you awarded the financial aid that you're awarded to. So if I understand your question right, I would have you reach out to the admissions office and then they can update your social so we can get that FAFSA process for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, next we're going to talk about orientation. The question is from Alejandro. For orientation, it's a 2-day thing. Does that mean that I stay the night or I leave for home and arrive early the next day? Also, I didn't put any guests in the registration. Does that mean I arrive alone without my parents?
So according to the orientation office, if you were unable to add a guest, unfortunately, you're not able to add another guest at this time just because of COVID reasons. So you may have to do orientation by yourself. If you are doing the in-person orientation, you are required to stay the night, so that it would be your first day, you would just stay the night, and the next day you would just go home. So if you have any questions specifically about orientation, I would definitely recommend that you email orientation@uta.edu.
Thanks, Carla. The next question is from Melanie. What does the international office hold mean? The reason I ask this is because it is preventing me from enrolling in classes.
So if you are a student who is not a US citizen, UTA classifies students as international students. Once you graduate from high school and you are able to provide a high school transcript, the international hold should drop off your account. So if you graduated, last week, or if you graduate this week, wait until the end of June to get an official transcript from your high school and provide that item to us so we can remove that item. Most students that are classified as international do have additional holds, such as the health center hold. So you will have to get in touch with the health center in order to take away the tuberculosis shot hold away. If you have any questions about your holds, you're more than welcome to email me at carla.hernandez@uta.edu, and I'll place it in the chat, and I can give you more information about your holds. So there is my contact information.
Thanks, Carla. Appreciate that. The next question is from Daniela Dorado. This is regarding your photo ID. The question is, must it be from a state ID, or can it be any ID, such as your high school student ID?
So you have various options in that case. I've seen students just take a picture of their school ID. If you have a Texas state ID, a driver's license, your passport, all of those are good options.
Great, thank you. And would you mind repeating for all of us what the photo ID is used for? Is that for establishing your residency?
So for example, if a student made a mistake on their social security number and they need to update that, they are required to take a picture of their state ID, or if they're submitting their TSI release form, they're also required to submit a picture of an ID. So there's various things that you have to submit your ID for.
Great, thank you so much, Carla. The next question is probably going to apply to many people. So this is from Jessica, but thanks for asking, Jessica. How can I take my TSI?
Yeah, I'll take this one. So UTA does offer virtual sessions for the TSI. However, we do recommend to take it in person if you can, because for a couple of reasons. One, with virtual, we do have to have additional what's called proctoring, basically someone sit in on the test and make sure that it, make sure that everything goes well. And so there are additional fees with that. So we do offer in-person and virtual sessions. You can register for those on the TSI website, and either myself or Carla, one of us, we can put that link in the chat for you to register. Also, if you were a part of the Texas College Bridge program, then that does qualify you to receive TSI. It completes your TSI. So if you have that, then make sure to send us that certificate so that they can get that cleared for you.
Thank you so much. Daniela Dorado asked for orientation for our parents. Were they allowed to go? Sorry, that one was from Vanessa, and I believe Carla may have touched on that for a second, but would you mind repeating the guest rule for orientation?
Sure. Due to COVID reasons, if you were unable to schedule a guest at the time of your orientation, parents are not, well, they will not be allowed at orientation because there is a maximum capacity that has been reached. If your parents are Spanish speakers, there will be a Spanish orientation sometime in August. So if they're interested in attending that, they're more than welcome to do that. But you would have to email orientation@uta.edu for more information.
Thank you so much, Carla. Now I'm going to be back to Daniela Dorado's question. Her question is about housing. Do we have to apply for housing at UTA? Because she wasn't planning on living on campus and doesn't think that it is going to be affordable.
Sure, I'll take that one. So as a first-year UTA student, you are not required to live on campus. We do have additional housing options around our campus if you wanted to move closer. However, if you want to commute, that is totally okay as well. What I would definitely recommend, and Avery or Raised Bed, I'm not sure if either one of you have lived on campus, but I would say that, if you have the option to and you can afford it, we definitely recommend to live on campus or in one of the student apartments, because you do really build a sense of community at UTA. It helps you meet other students, as well as, of course, being closer to the campus. So we do recommend to live on campus. However, if it's not affordable and you would prefer to commute, we do not require you to live on campus.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Again, it's not required to live on campus, recommended, but totally understand if you want to live at home and commute to campus, totally okay. That's what I did for my undergrad. Dr. Rachel Capua from T3 is here in the chat. She's answered a couple questions, but I just want to turn it over in case she has a few words of encouragement for you.
Sure. Thanks so much, Amanda. I just wanted to poke in and say hello to everybody. Thank you again for joining us this morning. This was a popular session. UTA's breakout actually hit capacity. So if you have friends or others that weren't able to get into the session, please do tell them that we'll send the recording next week. And we're just so grateful to have UTA as a partner. So know that that is coming their way. If you need anything, I know we won't get to all the questions today. There's a lot happening, and we know that there are a lot of steps. Please email us at support@t3partnership.org if you need anything after today, and we'll connect with the UTA team as well. So just wanted to say hello. Thank you from our hearts to yours, and look forward to connecting with you really soon. So Amanda, Michael, Carla, you've been awesome. Thanks for partnering with us on this. And students, congratulations. We're excited to work with you.
And thank you all so much. So I want to turn it back over to Michael. I really appreciate all your great questions in the Q&A, and welcome to UT Arlington. Go Maps.
Yes, thank you all so much for joining us. We really look forward to seeing each and every one of you in the fall semester as future Mavericks and future graduates of UTA. So I just want to say again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We're really happy to help you along the way, to support you. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, Carla, and the rest of those of us who are helping out with T3 at utat3@uta.edu. Again, we're happy to help with any questions that you have. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. We look forward to seeing you all in your graduation pictures, whether that was last week or this upcoming week. Just a little bit of a plug as well. We hope to see you at the drive-through on Monday on UTA's campus. Come by, get some swag, say hello. We're happy. We definitely want to meet you before you come to UTA in the fall. So again, y'all have a great weekend, and Mav up.